Frankie Banali talks about Quiet Riot's American Idol lead singer, James Durbin. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. He came in fourth place on the 10th season, and it's a show that Frankie Banali never really watches because, well, metal and heavy rock are not really represented on American Idol. It's not that kind of show.
Yeah, I watched him for a friend of mine. I don't know if he sent me an email or he called me or when. He says, are you watching, American Idol? And I said, to be honest with you, it's not something I watch. Every once in a while, if it happens to be on in the house, somebody else is watching it. I look at the screen and then I go to the kitchen and make a sandwich, and then I go back to my office. But I was told about there's a rock guy on American Idol, and I said, oh, that's kind of cool because there's rock really isn't represented on that show. And so I happened to watch the performance that he did with Judas Priest, and I said, oh my gosh, this kid can sing. I think this kid's going to do well for himself. And that was it. It was, wasn't until years later that he came to my life again.
One Night in Milan is the brand new album from Quiet Riot. It's live, of course, and it's also on DVD. There'll be links in the description of this video where you can pick it up.
Here's the situation, and specifically with this particular record, the reason I titled it One Night in Milan is that is the essence of this release. It is Quiet Riot live. We fix nothing. When the label approached me about playing the festival and I agreed, and then they approached me about recording it for a live record, my main condition was that I would not be asked to take any of the tracks into the studio and, fix lead vocals, fix background vocals, fix guitar solos, fix bass notes. Because to me, the whole idea of a live record should be a live record. It should not be something that you take into the studio and you fix for whatever reason because it was a technical problem or just because you weren't good that night. That's fine, but the problem is it ceases to be a live record the minute you go into the studio. So what you got there is exactly what we sounded like on that particular night at that particular show.
I have to say amen to you, man, because I've heard some stuff and I go, that don't sound live to me. When I hear older, I'm not going to mention some albums, but you can really tell. And for whatever reason, it takes the energy out of it.
Oh, listen, I can tell you, and I won't tell you the artist, but I can tell you that there is one particular live recording by a very well-known band that was never recorded on a stage. The entire record was recorded in a studio, and then they brought in somebody else's audience, and it's letter perfect, and it's letter lies. That's not the situation with ours. And we went in, we weren't using any of our own gear besides Alex's personal guitar and Chuck's personal bass. Everything else was provided backline. But you just deal with it. I have the confidence. Chuck Wright, who's an amazing bass player, he's been in the band on and off since 1982. And Alex has been in the band, 12, 13, 14 years now. I've lost count. And he's a great guitarist. And James, who has just started his second year with the band, is an amazing singer with an amazing range, and it's a great performer. And a testament of my faith and trust in the guys was that I wanted to make a live record that was truly a live record, not something created elsewhere.
We'll have more from Frankie Banali coming up next week. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. This is John Beaudin on Rock History Music.